he was just a kid in this neighborhood. He wasn't a white kid or a black kid. He was a kid.
Where Elvis learned to play that piano was James' house. James had a sister.
He's a piano player?
James wasn't a piano player, but his sister was.
Sister playing the piano.
So he'd go in there and they'd let him play in there. We call Elvis EP. EP. Everybody up there had nicknames. And all of us was called each other Fool. Fool, F-O-O-L.
Is EP like part of the gang? Like
yeah.
I mean, you know, segregation. For me, it's hard to understand segregation.
He was just one of the boys. Once he came in the neighborhood, he was one of the boys, you know. And only time you get there is different when school time.
Yeah.
When he had to go to one school, we had to go to another. As soon as school's out,
nothing.
Right there together.
Would he stay at your place at any time, or?
Yeah, if he wanted to.
Stay over?
Yeah, my grandparents, they just loved him.
So your grandma really liked him?
Yeah, she really loved him.
Well, what did she like? Why was he like?
Because he was so mannerable. You know, we was little mannish little guys, you know, but he was mannish too. But
what do you mean by that?
By yes ma'am and no sir. And see, during that time, if a black person didn't expect a white person to say yes ma'am,
to be polite, to be
yes
decent.
Ma'am, thank you, yes sir, yes decent. Ma'am, thank you, yes sir.
Yeah.
But he always did that, and she just loved it, and my papa did too. He just couldn't believe it. You know, you don't have to.
So your properties join each other, right?
Right.
The fence, bit of a hole in it.
Yeah.
And the Presleys, was it just Elvis or a bunch of them?
It was just he and his mother when they moved in.
Right.
Because his father was there too, but he wasn't there that much.
This would be the front. Of, this is the front of his house. Mm-hmm. So what about the other side of the street? What are we looking at over here?
There's all houses over here.
And would they be like black houses?
Yeah, they're all black.
Do they have their thing going on musically?
Yeah, they sent a little group and
they
couldn't sing. We thought we could, but they couldn't sing. They huddled in a little group and sing around, and he would always get the broom. When she bought him a guitar, he can bring it down there.
Why?
So I don't know.
Too precious.
Yeah, we had a tree house there. His dad built a tree house. We'd climb up there, and that's where he kept his broom at all times. So when we get ready to start singing, he'd go there and go and get his broom. We'd go down, we'd just watch.
Right.
But he would go up on the stage. He'd go up in the pulpit. If the band is quiet, the band up there singing and jumping around, he'd do it too.
So in a way, maybe there's a feeling that the spirit is within him.
Yeah.
This image, man, of him being like up there amongst the band with the saxophone.
He wasn't shy. He wasn't shy.
And this movement thing, like, are you saying he's just like moving his hands around, or is he?
Yeah, he's jumping.
Copying them, or has he got something else going on? Like,
he do what they do. Yeah. No, he do sing whatever they do. He liked the guitar. He fantasized his guitar thing. He wouldn't have one, but he fantasized. And he'd be jumping, and he'd be singing. He sound just as well.
Guys go to the barber shop, and those dudes are playing guitar, and it obviously had a magnetism on him. I mean, he was, as you say.
He'd sit there and watch him. He'd watch the fingers, how they do, and he'd show him how they do, and he'd watch him. And he plays that broom the same way with his mouth. He'd make the same tune with his mouth.